dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yo, what's good, original crew? It's your boy DJ New Kid, your girl.
Sierra Nicole.
And we got something for y'all today, man. We got a highly requested video. A couple of y'all wanted us to see this and talk about it and speak on this.
On the matter.
Yeah. We see the title. The title is not going to be our title because homie don't play that. And you know who Big Homie is. And you know who it is. Well,
Yeah.
We'll see what Cory. Also, we do know who he is. CoryxKenshin.
Yeah.
Actually, my nephew's favorite YouTuber.
Yeah, it's your
Yeah. So my nephew, because I asked my nephew, I was like, "Hey, who's your favorite YouTuber?" He said CoryxKenshin. I said, "Oh, Cory. Okay, not it." I said, "Oh, okay." He's like, "I like Mr. Beast and all," but he like, cause he played video games a lot, and he's into a lot of other things. So, oh man, so we ain't gonna hold y'all, man. Make sure y'all check out the links in the description box
down below.
You already know where to go if you want to first support. You gotta do it. Check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's video or if you enjoyed us today, also check out the links in the description box down below. We got a lot of stuff. Also, again, locking in with a thumbs up if you take something from the video. All right. That being said, let's check it out. Let's see what it's about, man.
I'm going to try my best to articulate this video as thoroughly, as plainly, as eloquently as possible. I don't want there to be any lost context. I don't want to just look like I'm coming out of nowhere, having a temper tantrum because these things are happening. The allegations I am levying towards YouTube are extremely serious, and I'm taking this video extremely seriously. YouTube, you guys either play favorites, you are racist, or it's a mix of the two. These are the three options, YouTube. Which one is it? Here's my proof. I've been doing YouTube a long time, okay? I never want to be that guy, oh, it's because I'm black. Oh, these issues are happening because I'm black. There have been certain situations that I looked at kind of funny. I said, it could be because of that, but nah, I'm not trying to press that. I don't want to build that narrative around my YouTube channel. Yeah. This time, I can no longer let it slide. This is the situation. August 18th, I uploaded The Mortuary Assistant. A lot of you would know it got age restricted because the following video I did, I let you guys know it got age restricted. YouTube didn't tell me why. I saw that all these other YouTubers were playing The Mortuary Assistant and only my video seemed to be age restricted. And I looked for like an hour, 2 hours. I was scrolling all different types of people's video. No one else's was age restricted. So I appealed the restriction. Hey guys, I'm not sure why mine got age restricted. Could you look into this? Appeal rejected. They doubled down. The policy team said, no, Cory, your video is restricted for good reason. We're not going to tell you why, but it's restricted. That's our final decision.
So one thing I've noticed, right? Because people used to complain about one certain thing. That was the scariest part of YouTube, and that's the community guidelines. We don't like saying the word because that joint comes around too much, and you just be like, the Ike, you know what I'm saying? The community guideline, Ike. Lately, things that like you starting to see suitable for advertisement way more now. And I peeped it on, like looking around, I peeped it at other things and stuff that usually on YouTube is cool. One thing for certain is comedy. Comedy is one of the biggest things they flag now. Even when I be trying to find stuff for us to react to when it comedy-wise, and I'll be like, oh, this one already yellow flag. 9 times out of 10, I know what it's yellow flag for. So going in, a lot of times with the comedy, I know it's because of the words. And it's like, now you get flagged for words. And then, like you said, you watch a lot of people on YouTube, and you notice censored people starting to censor more now.
Yeah.
And it kind of happened out of nowhere. Even though you do YouTube sends out so many emails. You're not constantly checking the emails to see the updates of the guidelines.
Something's always
and seeing
like...
it's so much now.
Yeah.
And so I'm just going ahead and get back into it. But seeing this, a lot of YouTubers are starting to see yellow marks way more now than they have ever seen in the past. And I don't know what's up with that.
For good reason. We're not going to tell you why, but it's restricted. That's our final decision. I said, okay. I get with my YouTube rep. I send him an email. Hey, could you look at this? This is some weird stuff going on. Only my video got age restricted. My YouTube rep, who isn't on the policy team, he looked at my video and he said, hey, it could possibly be this part at the end where the woman was battling some depression, and I'm just gonna leave it there, lest this video also get age restricted just because I'm talking about it. So I looked at that part. The first thing I did was try to find other YouTubers who had that part, or at least a part similar. Now, Markiplier, I don't know if you'll ever see this, but I just want you to know I have a lot of respect for you, and I didn't mean to drag you into the middle of this. Your channel just happens to be a great reference point because A, you're a really big YouTuber, and B, you're not black. So I can look at your channel, and then I can look at my channel or look at anyone else's channel and make sure that the things and the games that you play, that they're enforcing the rules equally to everybody. So I go to Markiplier's Mortuary Assistant Part 3, and he had the same situation going on, and his video wasn't age restricted. So I send the video to my YouTube rep. I say, hey, Markiplier has this situation in his video, but his isn't age restricted. Could you send that to the policy team and see what they say about that? He said, wow, Corey, that's some astute detective work. Let me send this to them and see what they say. What do you think happened after that?
Let me.
I'll give you a second. They came back and they removed my age restriction. They took it off after they already rejected my appeal.
That's crazy.
I sent them the clip of Markiplier's video that has the same thing, and they removed it.
So we've been dealing with this way more now. We ain't CoryxKenshin.
Yeah,
at the end of the day, we ain't CoryxKenshin. And we've said that in plenty of videos we have reacted to. Like, more recently, probably, it's certain clips in that reaction we might see and we black out.
Right.
Because we have dealt with ice in the past from it, or restrictions. But main thing is we try to avoid the guideline, the big guideline violation. We try to, and that's the reason why we black it out, because right now, as we speak, we are dealing with it.
Yeah.
We have had videos came back that we uploaded almost a year ago that are getting flagged. The fact that we got flagged for a black screen.
For literally.
Twice.
Twice. A black screen.
Oh, the one I didn't show you yesterday because I just trimmed it out, sent it back up, and it got cleared. It was a black screen on it.
But literally a black screen.
And this second one was literally, like the other one, I had blacked it out when it happened. And I was like, okay, well, let me just trim the clip completely out.
Yeah.
This time, they say, oh, y'all violated it's harmful for the guidelines. It said review at this timestamp. Went to that timestamp. It's at the end of the video. If you watch our videos to the end, there's a part where it just goes completely black. That is what they violated. A completely black screen.
Or not even just that, definitely that, because that's messed up. Because I'm trying to figure out.
I'm trying to understand.
And then the definition or the explanation, the little whatever, it's harmful or dangerous. I'm like, it ain't nothing there. What's harmful or dangerous? It's just a black screen, literally a black screen.
And my YouTube rep, he was excited. He was, oh great, this is awesome. Look, Corey, they took the age restriction off. I said, why? I expected them to triple down. And give Markiplier an age restriction too. But they looked at Mark's video and they used that to verify my innocence. So I send my YouTube rep a lengthy email detailing my feelings about the entire situation, feeling like there was some favoritism at play. There was either that or some at play, and that I would like to sit down with the policy team and figure out why my video was flagged in the first place. Actually, number one, was it automated or was it a human? that age restricted it in the first place? Number 2, who was the human reviewer? Because it's a human reviewer once you submit an appeal. Who was the human reviewer that doubled down and rejected my appeal? Number 3, why did it take Markiplier's clip in order for them to reverse the decision? My YouTube rep gets back with me. He wants to hop on a call. We get on the phone for about 10, 15 minutes, and I tell him, I've been feeling like this for a long time. I've been feeling like every single time that I come back to YouTube, I'm #1 trending for a few days, and then they find some arbitrary issue. They nitpick and they try and find something that they can incriminate me for and try to push me down. You don't believe me? What happened the last time I came back and I was #1 trending for like a week?
So I don't want to, because I've never wanted to call it the R word, right? Yeah, I always say it was favoritism. You call it what it is.
Because you don't want to have to go there without it, like,
and
you know what I'm saying?
And the reason why I'm saying R word, and again, this video, I have to censor out certain words because I don't know what it is, but certain words, it's a triggering factor. And that's the reason why I'm like, so with the R word, I never wanted to call it the R word. Favoritism, I can call it that. Maybe even us, we try to be as clean as possible. You even tell me all the time, you got to dial it back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You got to be more selective with your words. You can't use what you use on your everyday. We have a YouTube rep as well. Yeah. But we don't go in. We've never like really corresponded with our YouTube rep because at the end of the day, we're still trying to teach and learn things ourselves. Yeah. We don't just want to be like, all right, let's go to the YouTube rep and see.
For every single thing.
Basically, what we do, we just try to learn from our peers and see and verify certain things from other individuals that are bigger than us. And the craziest thing is we get so much hate from, and I won't even say from the viewers. So many viewers have, and it's hard because you're battling YouTube on the guidelines. Even though we want to give y'all the best content, we want to give it to you in the rawest forms. Yeah. But at the end of the day, we're trying to save ourselves. You always have to look out for yourself first.
Yeah, because everybody's not on an even playing field.
And it's what we call favoritism. As the years go by, the guidelines get stricter and stricter and stricter. And it's hard to abide by the guidelines without them coming at you.
Yeah.
So it's like, and it takes away the entertainment and enjoyment from the viewer. Yeah. And I just be like...
So you fighting behind the scenes with YouTube, and then you like fighting in the comments with because they don't understand. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay.
Until they hop on YouTube.
It's a battle here. You know, we trying to do what we can so that we can still push our content so that you'll be able to see us, see the video. But it's a struggle. It's definitely a struggle.
Everyday struggle.
Every day. It's an everyday struggle. And then like I was trying to say earlier, when you go, I know you using people that look like us as an example, but when you go to other channels that's doing the same thing you're doing that don't look like you, and they're able to put up certain things and not block out certain things and you know,
never
not
get
have
an
to
age
censor
restriction
and never get touched. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the part
frustrating.
That's the part that's frustrating.
And I understand you trying to play it safe, but you got to call it what it is. Like, whatever. But
it happens a lot.
Yeah.
Copyright struck me for a video that was in 2019 or something like that. Why don't these issues ever crop up when I'm not uploading? I mean, I'm not on YouTube like 9 months out of the year. Nothing ever happens until I come back and I start uploading again and I'm getting my numbers, they're climbing, they're exploding, I'm #1 trending, and then they're like, hey, we need to stop him. We need to, this black man, he's getting too many views, he's getting too much exposure, too much activity. Hold that thought.
What he just said happens to us, has happened to us as well. As views start growing.
Yeah, as we're growing.
We've been shadowed before. Like, we've been shadowed, and it was out of nowhere. We weren't even that big. We probably had like 20, 30,000. And out of nowhere, we was like, bro, what happened to the views? It was the same type of content that people have been, and we was just like, and we found out we were shadowed. Like, you would type in our name, couldn't even pop up. You really had to type in exactly what you're looking for it to pop up. So that is true. As your views start getting bigger, just out of nowhere, you can get shadowed. Oh, what are you trying to say?
No, go.
He's getting too many views. He's getting too much exposure, too much activity. Hold that thought. Let's get back to the current situation. So my YouTube rep assures me he's going to continue this dialogue with the policy team and try to get some answers to those 3 questions that I had. So another day, another 2 days go by, and what do you know? They re-age restricted the video.
Wow.
They re-age restricted the video. I say, no way did they do that. I go to Markiplier's video now, and now his video is age restricted. They got...
Wow.
So do you feel like they only restricted the other one because now you'd have pointed out the...
Yeah, that's it, and that's all.
And
then this is my thing.
This is like a communication for one.
Well, this is...
A lot.
Well, this is also my thing. Yeah, I used him as an example. Cool.
But there's
whatever,
others.
But there's so many others. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not just him. It's not just, what is that?
Markiplier. I've never heard of him. Honestly.
It's not just him. I just use him as an example. Not for you to just be like, okay, yeah, so we're just going to age restrict yours and then, and then go back. No.
Yeah.
It's so many others. You're missing a point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing. They're missing a point of what you're calling them out on.
Yeah.
And they just like, well, since you pointed that one out.
We'll take care of it. No,
instead of going and looking
that's
into
not taking
all.
care of it.
With their pants down. They got called out, and then they had to go back and say, oh, whoa. Okay, we see the narrative that he's kind of pushing here. We need to take some steps back. We need to just age restrict them both and be done with it. You thought that I wasn't going to, talk about this, make a video about it? You realize how bad this looks for you, YouTube. You realize how unfair this comes across. I, in all my years, have never seen a video get age restricted, de-age restricted, and then age restricted again. Have any of you ever seen that happen before? They saw...
No, I'm just saying. We have. On ours. We have.
And
I've seen other creators.
But it doesn't make it right, though.
Well. The other creators that have seen it look like us. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
And then age restricted again. Have any of you ever seen that happen before? They saw that I saw that there was some unfair stuff going on. So then they tried to appease me by de-age restricting the video. I say, wait, why are you doing that? Because I sent Markiplier's clip. And then they say, oh, okay, well, let's just age restrict them both. Why is my channel so much more heavily scrutinized than my peers? My peers, and when I say peers, I mean people around my level, around my view count, just to keep it simple. Why is my channel so much more thoroughly scrutinized? Especially so when I've been #1 trending multiple days in a row, which I've done multiple times. And every single time I start to get an uptick in traction, an uptick in activity, here comes YouTube coming through. Hey, let's get him for that video from 2019. Yeah, you see this, Corey? No, this is bad. It wasn't bad the 9 months that I was off the platform. It was only bad when I got back and I was #1 trending. This situation was only bad because I've been #1 trending since I got back. Every other YouTuber has uploaded the Mortuary Assistant. And now they're about to start putting in some age restrictions because I called them out on some unfair behavior. Now I realize that when you...
I wonder if any other his videos start getting age restricted since he just made that statement. Because they fished through some of ours and we got a bunch of age restrictions. And I was just like... at one point I was like, bro, every time I get on here, I go to, and I look for it, and I'm like, bro, and I used to come wake you up, and I'd be like, see, it's like 5 or 6 more. Yeah. And the next day, see, it's more.
And my thing is, and I could just be, because, I'm coming from my viewpoint, I always, when we go over stuff, and I always say, say for instance, if something was within the guidelines when we uploaded this video, originally, there should... 2 years later, the guidelines change.
I abide by the guidelines at that time.
And I feel like, and that's just a list of stuff.
Y'all should go and check the date of the upload. If the date of the upload follows the guidelines of that time, do not penalize somebody later.
Has uploaded the Mortuary Assistant. And now they're about to start putting in some age restrictions because I called them out on some unfair behavior. Now I realize that when you call someone a that's a very, very serious accusation. And for that matter, how do you expressly prove that someone is a racist? I mean, unless they're spamming the N-word in the chat, How do you really know? And admittedly, I cannot 100% prove that race had everything to do with this. But I can tell you the people on that policy team, those shadow people that are anonymous and get to enact their will however they see fit. How can we be sure that they take a black person's video and a white person's video, and it can be the same exact video, and they restrict the black person's video, but not the white person's video? I feel I've been mistreated for a long time. I mean, even when we hit 10 million subscribers and I was supposed to get my diamond play button and there was no correspondence, these situations always coincide with an uptick of growth. And it always just comes off like we can't let this black guy get too high up. I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm telling you, that's how it comes off. I don't see.
And that's true. Like, at the end of the day, if it's not that, and that's the reason why I said earlier, I don't want to press into it being that, because I don't want to be like, okay, I was wrong.
But even
and I probably possibly jumped into conclusions.
But it's just kind of like a thing for me. It's kind of like when you.
But when you see it so more.
When you see things, you see things and you like, okay, this seems to be very intentional, very deliberate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, there's
you be like, am I seeing this?
Like, you make yourself like no, that ain't what it is. But then it's kind of like.
Then you keep going. And because like I said, of our peers, I peep stuff.
Yeah.
Because, and that's one thing I always say, I hate when other YouTubers say, I don't pay attention to other YouTubers. Like, as a union, because, like, not as a union, because we're not unionized, but as a group of collective, we do kind of also need to pay attention to each other and have an open line of communication with each other so we can be on one accord.
Yeah.
Because 9 times out of 10, what you possibly are struggling with as another content creator that looks just like you are struggling with the same thing, but so many people have too much pride to say.
Too much pride, and a lot of people feel like it's a competition thing.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's not.
Like, I'm not in competition with you. We're not in competition with each other.
We all over here,
like,
to be real, we all over here
the same struggle.
Getting $1.
You know what I'm saying?
We all over here getting the same dollar.
Trying to make it.
Ain't nobody trying to take money out your pocket. Bro, I don't care what you do. I don't care. Like,
Because you never know what people do. Because you, like, somebody, like, he got what? Over 10 mil, whatever. Yeah. Like, I know people deal with stuff every day, but you like, oh, he's he's up here, you can be, Yes. And you see somebody that doesn't look like him, that does the same thing, that's not getting held back from these things. You know what I'm saying? So it is I don't know.
I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm telling you, that's how it comes off. I don't see any other YouTuber that gets #1 trending many times, and then all of a sudden they're getting age restricted and they're getting copyright strikes and all of that. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Point them out. I want to see them. I'll retract this entire video. I'll make a public apology to YouTube. I have no problem. My dad taught me, if you make a mistake, be a man and address it and apologize. I will do that. No problem. But to me, you know what it comes off? It comes off whenever CoryxKenshin starts doing some crazy numbers or getting on trending too much. We got to find something. We got to get him for something. He's got to have done something. I mean, I bleep out cuss words in video games. Like, I literally, this is the YouTuber that you want to have smoke with and have problems with. I believe there is some involved within the policy team. And YouTube in general really doesn't care about black people like that. They got their favorite creators. Log out of YouTube. Log out and go to YouTube. You'll see the people on the front page every single day. You'll see the favorites. Count how many are black. Count how many are of people of color. So then what does YouTube try and do? They try and peddle YouTube black. They try and give us a spotlight. And do you know how condescending and patronizing that is? oh yeah, let's give a spotlight to these black creators because we're all about diversity. All this communicates is black people aren't good enough on their own skill, on their own merits, on their own talent. So we got to give them a spotlight. We got to come down and raise them up so they can get some spotlight action. Well, how about you save all that YouTube black, all that fake patronage, all that fake pandering that you guys do. And when you have a black creator coming to you repeatedly saying, why am I being treated differently than other creators? And then you come back and, oh, we got to age restricted. And then, oh no, he's on to us. Okay, we got to age restrict them both. Fake! It's fake. That's what it is. I am deeply sorry that this came off as a rant. You know, in the beginning, I wanted to keep my emotions out of it. I wanted to stay logical, stay on the things that I could prove. I gave you the facts, but it also turned into me venting the emotions that I've had built up around YouTube. Ironic that I have to upload this on YouTube, but where else am I going to upload it?
Facts.
You know, I worked hard. I built this community from the ground. It's taken me over a decade to do. And I would have just hoped that the playing field was fair and that, hey, if I did something bad, then everybody else who also did that thing should get punished too. Is that unreasonable?
Facts.
I have no problem being punished. I have no problem if I break a rule that I get punished for it and I learn. But when you start when it's targeted, when you're doing things only because I'm getting bigger, or I don't know how it always seems to coincide with that situation. But that's just what it is. Now, if my YouTube channel gets shadow banned or they they start not sending my videos out to my subscribers or in a couple months from now, y'all just stop seeing my videos. We know why. We know why. I mean,
that's the only reason why I kind of hesitate, because I saw the video and I was like, hesitate on wanting to do a reaction to it because I'm like, I don't want to ruffle no feathers that,
But it's kind of and that's the thing.
But that's living in fear that you shouldn't have to live in.
And that's the thing. Exactly.
And it's sad.
You shouldn't have to be silenced for what you're going through.
Yeah.
What you feel. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm going to address the YouTube black situation at the end.
Okay.
Because I want to say something that I don't know if you peeped it before, but I said, we almost done.
Now y'all just stop seeing my videos. We know why. We know why. I mean, those shadows behind the scenes, they control it all. They control all of it. If they don't want my channel, they could terminate it right now. They could hide my videos. They could shadow ban me, not send my videos out to anybody. That's why I thought long and hard before I recorded this. But as one of the biggest black creators on the platform, I want you to hear it from my mouth that there is some shady business going on behind the scenes at YouTube.
And let me address this.
So
nah, with the YouTube black thing, and like you said, if you log out of YouTube, which we've done plenty of times, you'll see who actually gets recognized.
Yeah.
None of the people that you watch, probably on a typical basis, will ever be on the front page of YouTube. That looks diverse.
Let's just say, that look like you, or like you said, or someone of color, whatever.
So, cause there's this always pay attention, cause I'm a very analytics person. I pay attention to the analytics. One analytic that I'm like, why you tell me this? Then turn around and then stop doing this then. Because YouTube goes and they be like, oh, your views got more, people are watching your video more when YouTube pushes your video, so you're attractive when YouTube help promote and push your videos. So I'm like, all right, so if people are coming to us, more people are watching us when y'all start putting our videos more into the algorithm and start putting us more on people's homepage that has never seen us before. More newcomers come to our videos when YouTube pushes us. When YouTube doesn't help push us, our views automatically go down, and that's it. And then there'll be a stat that says your regular viewers are not watching this video as often
because they're not seeing. They're not seeing. They're not either not getting notification. Like there's something.
So you're basically telling us, unless we push your videos out, you will get no views.
That you'll get like. Oh,
so
they've been MIA. No, y'all been uploading.
Because I have seen people come in and be like, oh, I've been looking for y'all channel and I have to type in certain things just to even find y'all.
You know what I'm saying?
And our name is not that hard. It's Kid and C. That's all it is.
Like it's not hard at all.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
We have one of the most easiest YouTube names.
Like I've seen comments like that. I'm like, we upload every day.
Daily.
Daily. Multiple times. You know what I'm saying?
But that metric right there, the whole your videos being watched more as people are clicking because it's basically being recommended more.
Yeah.
Recommend our videos because obviously when people find out about us and see us, they're taken to the content that we're doing.
Yeah.
And if y'all haven't noticed, constantly our content changes.
Yeah.
It's not changing necessarily just because we want it to change.
No.
We're changing it to follow guidelines. We try to keep y'all updated. That's the reason why sometimes we have posted community posts.
Yeah, we try.
It's just like, hey, we got to remove content.
It's just something every day. Yeah. It's just like
Dave Chappelle, Bill Burr. A lot of comedians y'all like to see we can't do. We apologize.
A lot of the stuff we react to, period.
Yeah.
It's a problem every day.
Yeah.
Like, and that's just what it is. And I definitely appreciate Corey for making this video because
it addresses
a lot of things, that people like
overlook the small creators too.
You know what I'm saying? Like
y'all overlook the small creators.
And you get overlooked because you're not in the millions, you're not whatever, but you know what I'm saying?
It happens to all of us.
It happens to a lot of people.
Whether they got 5 or like Corey, 14 mil.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
It happens to all of us.
It happens to
sad,
but true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But with that being said, again, I never thought a video like this would be on YouTube. Never thought we would have to address also our understanding of a video like this on YouTube. But hey, it is what it is, man. Yeah. With that being said, y'all spam us up. Let us know y'all thoughts and opinions in the comments. But as always, y'all know how it go. I do go by the name DJ New Kid. This is
we
are y'all.
Go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar, 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 dollar.